What is up, everybody? This is mycophilia checking in here today. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. So today I want to show you guys a State of the Grow video, late February State of the Grow video. Now it has been a while since I made the last State of the Grow video, so there are a lot of updates going on in the mycophilia camp, guys. Lots of different stuff growing, lots of different experiments going. So yeah, exciting stuff, a big variety of stuff. So basically, I hope you guys have like a nice hot drink or something, because this video is probably gonna take a while. So just chillax, relax, and let's get through this thing. So first, I'm gonna start off with the core lovers. Okay, I'm gonna do this in sections, so I'm gonna start off with the core lovers because I want to give you guys an in-depth look at what's going on here. So I got 3 tubs of core lovers going. This one is McKenna. These 2 are Tat Blackcap, and Tat Blackcap, they're doing great. McKenna, they're sort of, as you can see, McKenna, interesting stuff is going on here. I mean, look at that overlay, guys. Wow. This is insane. I believe this is genetic in nature. But I'm gonna talk to Edward Grant tomorrow, and he is a doctor of mycology, so I will be asking him a bunch of questions. Some of you guys sent me questions that you guys would like me to ask him. And I got some personal questions I'd like to ask as well. So it should be a really good little live stream. I'm meaning to ask him questions about things that we all do, that we sort of take for granted, but we don't really understand it. Like I personally, for example, have a lot of blanks regarding cloning. There's certain things that I want to ask him. Also about senescence, it's one of those things that it's just so shrouded in mystery. So I wanna get his take on those things as a professional mycologist. So yeah, be there or be square, guys. February 22nd, that's tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be going live with him. So anyways, let's get back to the video. So as you can see here, I have some Tat Blackcap. This is also Tat Blackcap. These guys are doing much better than these guys. This guy was spawned a little later. This one, as you can see, has no top layer. It's just brown rice and no top layer. And there's a lot of hyphal knots forming. So hopefully I should start getting some primordia in here soon. Yeah, there's one. There's like a nice little blob over there. So yeah, the interesting thing is this guy, there's just full of side fruits, right? Full of side pens, I guess you could say. It's not really side pens because it's not real, like I don't have any actual side pens, but they're all growing on like the edge of the tub. And that usually means that there's a better microclimate on the sides. And that's true because the reason I have this hygrometer here is because I want to show you guys that it's only 21% relative humidity here. So it is fairly dry. So I do have to mist these guys like 3 times a day, which I don't like, but well, you know, that's the cost I pay for not having a tub and tub setup, which I do on purpose because I don't want to have a tub. So I'm willing to take some side fruits. That's fine by me. You know, I'm not doing this commercial or anything. I just want to grow a couple of Tat Blackcaps. So yeah, there's some on the side, but the interesting thing is this one doesn't actually have them. At least the hyphal knots are not coming on the side. They're all over the place, as you can see. So that's kind of curious. So I'm sort of keeping an eye on that. And you know, another interesting thing here is that they are actually starting. So there was a lot of standing water on the sides. As you can see, it looks like there's a bunch of standing water, right? So I was like, okay, because I've been lazy. I have a lot of projects, so I didn't really like dab it up. And I was like, okay, I got some time, so I'm gonna dab up some of the standing water. And then I put the paper towel on the thing, and I realized that it's actually like a gelatinous goo now. It is actually gelatinous, sort of like truffle metabolites, gelatinous. You could basically sort of like, you know, it's like gelatin basically. So that's interesting because it doesn't always do that. But usually I do dab up the water on the side. So this guy didn't, and it must be, I'm thinking it's some kind of a defense mechanism that the mycelium has basically done. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if you guys have had this thing happen with you. This is a fairly rare occurrence for me. But on this tub, I actually don't have nearly as much of that gelatinous stuff. Okay, this is a little gelatinous right there. But this standing water has been there for quite a while. So Yeah, that's also gelatinous. It's basically like the mycelium's claiming the water. It's pretty cool. So interesting there. But this guy does not have that problem. None of it is gelatinous here. It's just all water. See, like here? Completely water. So interesting stuff. But what a landscape, right? It's like it's like a bunch of clouds. But yeah, serious overlay. Yeah, this was from a spore syringe from an unknown source. So this was the only bit of germination I was able to get on agar. So I was happy to even be able to get this thing, but hopefully this guy can pop out maybe a couple fruits or something so I could go back to spore. So yeah, that's basically what's going on in the core lover count. So next I want to show you guys, what can I show you guys? I'm going to show you guys some grass lovers. But first, look at what I noticed, guys. This is a flake from October 15th, and there's a little Florida grass lover fruit there. Pretty cool. All right, guys, so I'm going to get to the grass lovers. So we are back to my rack, and we have 2 of the grass lover tubs. These guys are from the dehydrated grains, and this guy popped out 1 fruit and then it aborted medium halfway through. And these guys are basically just not making fruit. As you can see, there's a lot of truffles they are making though. So yeah, these guys are making a lot of truffles. So this is the first time I'm trying this bag tech, and I've been making adjustments for these basically grass loving and poo loving species, because these guys require more FAE. This is full of holes, but I've recently been literally just sitting down, taking the syringe and poking holes in my new bags for like literally just sitting down there for over 30 minutes. I'm just poking holes, and it's a ton of effort. I'll show you guys how those bags look. It's a ton of effort, but it's worth it because the new bags are getting a lot more FAE, and that's a lot more conducive to fruiting these guys. So yeah, this guy, I've just basically, given up. They're just sitting here making truffles, which is all well and good. That's how that's going. And here, there's a Mexican grass lover on the left. There are some fruits there. I'm going to be making a spore print of the fruit that I do have over there. And over here, this is another one. This is just full of truffles as well. Kind of hard to see. See? Yeah, this one popped out 1 nice fruit, and then it just stopped. It just went full on truffle crazy. So yeah, still working out the kinks to make it more reliably fruit. I do have a couple of, I don't want to say theories, but I do have a couple of things that I'm looking to try and implement moving forward to make it more reliable. And then I've got a different culture here of some grass lovers making some truffles, but I do believe there was a pin that I saw. This is the latest tub, but actually no, there's one more tub. But there is a pin in there, recently cased on the 13th. So hopefully I should get some fruit soon. Yeah, this one, I still haven't cased this guy because I have run out of Jiffy Mix, and my local place where I buy Jiffy Mix has also run out. So I need to go to another store a little further away. So I'll probably go on Sunday or so when I go and check my mail. And over here we have some massive effing truffles. Flush 2 is coming out of this. It's on Patreon. I can't show that, but there are some pins coming out. So yeah, this guy, the first flush was just full of mutants. Absolutely full of mutants. Just a little sneak peek, yeah. And now, so let's move on to these guys. This is a core lover and a poo lover, okay? And I have moved them to this little mini shotgun fruiting type terrarium. And this one, as you can see, is just full and full of holes. This is all holes. You guys see this? It's all holes all throughout the bag. It's just holes. Tons and tons of holes. This is why it takes 30 minutes per bag. It is really annoying, but it is worth it because they're getting a lot more FAE. I noticed I got a mistim around 3 times a day, which is fantastic, which is in line with sort of a shotgun fruiting chamber setup. And that means that they are getting FAE plus moisture, which is what these guys need. So this is a poo lover right here. This is a tray of poo lovers. This guy actually went anaerobic when colonizing because I didn't leave enough of a big enough of a hole for it. I thought it would be enough, but it basically went really, really sticky. It wasn't colonizing at all. So for a couple of days it was like that, and then I increased the amount of holes, and it just took off. And this is actually like the only surviving one, because the rest of them I used poo that I pasteurized. But the thing is, it was sitting next to the stove for the next couple of days, so every time I cooked, it was like getting to maybe, you know, 90 plus degrees Fahrenheit, maybe like close to 100, and that's not very good. It encourages bacteria, so I feel like maybe that had something to do with it. But for some reason the anaerobic one is doing great, so hopefully we could get something going on in there. But yeah, one step closer, guys, one step closer, and I'm gonna be making a couple more of these. This guy is a grass lover, Mexican grass lover. As you can see, there's just not much going on with the top fruiting ones. With the ones that are bag setups like this, there are fruiting actually in here. They are fruiting. But this one is just still not fruiting, so clearly the Mexican grass lovers seem to be a little bit more finicky than the Florida grass lovers when it comes to fruiting. Over here we have some truffles. This is a Florida grass lover, and doing fine. I just haven't gotten around to spawning it. I got a bunch more. These are Mexican grass lover truffles. If you guys remember, I made a community post, and in that community post I told you guys which is which, right? Which is which. This is Florida grass lovers. Remember, when in doubt, bigger truffles, Florida grass lovers. Smaller truffles, Mexican grass lovers. See how small these are? And also the color is very different as well, right? They are darker, far darker on average. Florida grass lover, but Mexican grass lover is like red rust, like real rust colored. And we got a bunch of poo cakes here. This is the same poo cakes. I don't like this culture. This culture, mycelium, is just not really working. It's just, yeah, it's not contaminated, because this is how it looked like on the plates. Some cultures just look like this. They blob and they're thin, but yeah, they are colonizing, but I don't have high hopes for these guys, unfortunately. And yeah, a bunch of the top fruiting jars. If you guys remember, a couple of maybe like a week and a half ago or so, I made a community post asking you guys whether this is trike or mycelium, and it turns out it's mycelium. That looks a lot like trike because they are bacterial. So bacterial mycelium can absolutely mimic trike sometimes. I just misted these guys, so they don't look as trikey as they can, but maybe this one. Yeah, see how there's like little dots popping up everywhere? Especially on the left side, you can see it's still a little fluffy. It looks very much like trike, and it's bright white. So yeah, but this is just bacterial mycelium. So that's good news. So yeah, hopefully these guys pop up a couple of fruits so I could take some swabs. And so, plans for the future. Well, I would like to experiment making a completely natural grow. A completely natural grow without any pasteurization inside a flower pot. You know, just put some poo in there. I looked around and I went on Reddit, and the first thing that popped up in my feed was somebody doing exactly that. But they were actually putting a bunch of plants and a bunch of seeds on top. So it was like lots of grass, like 3 different varieties of grass popping up. So I was like, well, that's pretty cool. So I think that is definitely on the horizon, because I've been meaning to do something like that. And I think it should be cool to see how it goes. Completely natural grow, easy as hell. Because I was thinking, like, I got a bunch of poo that's pasteurized that I haven't been using at all. So why not like shoot up a spore syringe in there and see what happens? But I think it would even be better with a house plant. So yeah, guys, that's basically what's going on. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys have a great day or night. Mycophile Sage, checking out.